How y'all doing, baby? It is Monday. It's Monday. We made it through another weekend, had to go back to work and all that kind of stuff. It's a gloomy kind of day down here in South Texas. The sun ain't come out all day. I hate these kind of days. They're just kind of dreary, and they just wear on you a little bit. But it's Monday, baby, so we got to look forward to another week, and I believe it's going to be a pretty powerful week this week. A lot of things are happening, but before we get to that, I got mail, baby. I got mail from Marianne McLaughlin from Royal Oak, Michigan. And, there's two people that we hear from every month. We hear from Paulette Hallbeck and Marianne McLaughlin every month for years. And I'll tell you what, baby, if we don't hear from you, we get very concerned about you. So we got Marianne's letter, and she also sent a bottle of, let me get my arm up here, baby. There you go. A bottle of honey. This honey is from Philion, Michigan, which is between Bad Axe and Fort Austin. She wrote on there, and she started her letter on December 17th, listening to the live show, and that was Mama's birthday. So she started the letter on December 17th. It ends on January 1st. That's what I mean. Marianne sends us a letter, and we enjoy reading it, the whole family. Her dad's now in a nursing home. She went by to see him, and talks about a lot of stuff. That wine caves. Yeah, really, that was in the news, baby. Wine caves. I never even knew they existed until that shit myself. So, but Marianne, like everybody else, on a tight budget, baby. And I so appreciate you sending the honey. That is very, really, really sweet of you. And the whole family enjoys your letters. So keep sending them, baby. We appreciate it. Anyway, tomorrow's the big debate. We're going to have the last debate before the election. The caucuses start over there in Iowa, and then we're going to move on to New Hampshire and whatnot. So the ball's in motion, baby. Tomorrow's going to be their last stand. There's going to be a real big push to put themselves out there in front of the public and see who's going to win this thing. So it ought to be a lively debate, if nothing else. Well, over the weekend, a lot of shit has happened. We're still talking about the 4 embassies that Donnie talked about at his Toledo, Ohio rally. That's where we first heard about the 4 embassies, that this guy was a terrible guy, which he was, and nobody gives a shit that he got killed. I don't give a shit what the Republicans say. There's no love lost over this guy. But the timing is something of question. But, yep, 4 embassies was Donnie talked about. And, they had Defense Secretary Mark Esper on the weekend talk show there, and he was out there saying that the way he put it was, he said, I believe the president believed there were 4 embassies that were going to be at he didn't say that there was intelligence. He said that he believed that Donnie believed there. It doesn't matter if it's true as long as Donnie the dickhead believes it. Well, that's good enough for intelligence, I guess. It's good enough to strike out and make it. Come to find out, and by the way, to inform him, Chris Wallace asked him on Fox News, how come the president can come on Fox News and talk about the 4 embassies, but he can't go to Congress and get a briefing to those congressmen and senators about 4 embassies? Because it's bullshit. There is no evidence. There is no intel to go over to Congress and show them. It's a bunch of bullcrap that I swear, every time this man says something, there's some department in the White House that has to immediately go into making sure it's true. I don't know. Sunday he tweeted out, at the White House, first snow of the year. Bullshit. Another lie. It was warm in Washington, D.C. What is he going to do? Get the National Weather Service to change the temperatures to make sure that Donnie was right, that there was snow? There was no freaking snow. 15,000 lies now. It was over 14. Now we done hit another mark. 15,000 freaking lies. And on Sunday, it just reeks of Alabama and Sharpie Gate and all that crap. The weather is what Donnie says it is. The glorious leader says the sun is shining. That's what he wants to do. Be that guy that you ignore reality. But reality's catching up with him, and over the weekend there was a lot of activity in Washington, D.C. Well, what was going on, John? Well, Mr. Bondi was there. Mr. Bondi is the lawyer for Lev Parnus, and all of a sudden, with Nancy Pelosi going to the Senate this week and handing over the articles of impeachment, there will be a trial started soon, and Mitch McConnell is doing his best to wash it all away and make it go away as fast as he can. But there is a call for witnesses now. And that's the strategy Nancy Pelosi kept to. That's what prompted these call for witnesses, was her delay in handing these over. Do we want a sham or do we want a trial? Do we want a bunch of crooked Congress or senators up there who want to go do justice with blindfolds and earplugs in, just to exonerate the glorious leader, so you don't get your little ass kicked by him? These disgusting little cowards. But Lev Parnus evidently, turned over a trove. That's what the word was. A trove, thousands of pieces of evidence that are pertinent to the impeachment trial, including WhatsApp messages, text messages, and photos. And Bondi, in one of the photos, this was kind of striking. This lawyer for Lev Parnus tweeted out a picture of Kevin McCarthy, the House Minority Leader. Kevin McCarthy with his arm draped around Lev Parnus. And the question was, isn't it time for witnesses? Correct? With a question mark. Asking Kevin McCarthy, are you shitting me? He's wrapped up in this. Nunes is wrapped up in it. They're all freaking wrapped up in it. Doug Collins, the guy that's standing up there, he's wrapped up in this shit. Doug Collins can kiss my ass. Witnesses want to come forward, baby. John Bolton wants to come forward, but oh, wait a minute. President all of a sudden goes, executive privilege. Bullshit, asshole. Executive privilege only counts between conversations between John Bolton and Donnie. Nothing else there, baby. He can talk about his conversations with Sondland or anybody else in this whole mess. He can go to Congress. John Bolton can go on TV tomorrow and start singing his song. John Bolton is being a coward trying to sell a book is what he's doing. Now Donnie has trained his mind. All this time we've been hearing that little weasel of a man, that little lying sack of shit, 15,000 lies again, talk to you about, oh, I want a trial, I want witnesses up there. Well, now the discussion is witnesses. This morning he tweets out he doesn't want a trial. He wants an outright dismissal. He says that any trial gives credence to the impeachment. The impeachment is done, Donnie. You're an impeached president forever in the history books, Donnie. Suck it up, bitch. It's all you got, baby. What happened to I want a trial? Same thing has happened to I want to release my taxes, but there's an audit going on and I can't do it. I want to testify in front of the Mueller report, but my lawyers are telling me no, it's a bullshit story. Everything that comes out of his mouth basically means the same thing. He's going to sell you a pile of shit and expect you to eat it with a smile. I ain't eating no shit. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And I don't know how these people up around down in here can even hang no freaking Ben because he's stupid. He's a lying sack of shit. But they're, as long as they're making money, they don't really care what happens to this country. They don't care that he authorized that strike on that Soleimani 7 months ago. But his national security team at that time told him it was a bad idea. Bad things could happen. Well, the answer to that is get a new security team. And they said, go for it, baby. It'll divert from the impeachment trial. Well, guess what, baby? Impeachment's coming this week. It's all going to start this week, and we're going to see what the Republicans are made out of, I'll tell you. Anyway, Cory Booker's out now. He dropped out of the race. And then there was one other story I saw in the news that just makes me worry a lot about where we're going. And it was a story that said the oceans are warming as though 5 atomic bombs were dropped in the ocean every second. 5 atomic bombs every second in the ocean. That's how fast the ocean is warming. You know, the kids are right, baby. It's about gun control. It's about climate change. It's about the world we live in. This political bambas that Donnie is playing for the pure benefit and financial glory of him and his family, and evidently the cohorts, who are all the Republicans, I guess, because old Lev Parnus there can start talking about all the Republicans that were getting money which seems to be a very long list of people, including Mitch McConnell and Sessions down here in Texas, and a whole list of them, baby, because money is more important than any constitution or republic, baby. If you got money, you don't have to live here. Hell, you can go down to the Caribbean and buy you a nice big house on the hill and own the breezes, baby. It's theirs. They don't have to worry about the world they're going to turn to shit. They have a plan B to go on to some resort island or live someplace else happily ever after with a generator and an air purifier, I guess. They don't really give a shit. They're going to outlive this anyway. That's the way they think it. Anyway, that's about all I got. Baby, it's Monday. Things are going to start happening quickly between now and when the primaries start. It ain't very long before all of this stuff. This impeachment trial is going to go forward. It may be a sham, baby. It may be something they sweep under the rug. But look at them. Make sure you take note of every one of those senators' vote, because the ones that are voting no to removing his ass, they're more interested in their petty little freaking position and their money than they are about this Constitution or this republic. Baby, I appreciate it. Oh, I don't want to forget to hit the button this time. I've been forgetting to hit the button there because I want to thank everybody. And my other key isn't working, so I got to find there it is, right where it's supposed to be. If I keep it right there, we'll be fine. Anyway, I want to thank all those our Patreon donors and those that support the show. It means the world to us. It keeps the lights on, keeps the internet on, and allows us to continue this show. We are nothing but cheerleaders, baby, trying to keep everybody motivated and informed, trying to move towards that one big goal of removing this asshole from our house. That's why I'm here every day, baby. There ain't no other reason. I want this man out. It's in my heart, and I know it's in yours, and we can do that. We got to rise up, and whoever comes out of this nomination process as the leader, that's who we all get behind. And I hear my baby Jenny calling me, so I guess I better go find out what she wants. Anyway, that's about all I got. Y'all take care. Like, share, subscribe. John Bernavall, Blue Dot in Texas, baby. Let your light shine. Be proud of being a Blue Dot, baby, because we're on the right side of this history and we're fighting for everybody. We won't sell out for a little amount of money. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all later. Bye.